Imagine walking into your home and feeling an incredible sense of calm, lightness, and energy instead of being weighed down by clutter that steals your peace and drains your health. What if I told you that decluttering, yes, something as simple as letting go of certain things, could actually add years to your life and help you reach 100 and beyond? It's true. The things we hold on to, physically and emotionally, can either heal us or harm us. And for seniors especially, decluttering is not just about having a tidy home. It's about freeing your mind, protecting your health, and making space for the things that truly matter. So today, I'm going to reveal the top 10 things seniors must declutter right now if they want to live a longer, happier, and healthier life. Now, I know what you're thinking. Decluttering sounds like work, right? But here's the thing. This isn't about throwing away your memories or erasing your past. It's about removing what no longer serves you so you can focus on the moments, people, and habits that truly keep you young at heart. You'll be surprised how much your physical environment affects your body, your brain, and even your longevity. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's start this journey to a lighter, freer, and longer life together. When we think about living longer, we often focus on diet, exercise, or medication. But one of the most underrated secrets to longevity is decluttering. The simple act of letting go of unnecessary things has a profound effect on our health, mind, and spirit. For seniors especially, physical clutter can become an invisible weight that slowly chips away at mental clarity and peace of mind. When your surroundings are filled with piles of papers, overflowing drawers, and dusty corners, your brain never truly rests. Each item serves as a reminder of something unfinished, something to deal with later. This triggers low-level stress that doesn't go away, and over time, that stress accumulates and manifests in the body. Chronic stress increases cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated for long periods, contributes to inflammation, weakens the immune system, and accelerates aging. The body feels constantly on alert, even in your own home, a place that should feel safe and restful. Decluttering breaks that cycle. As you clear away the old bills, newspapers, and forgotten belongings, you're not just tidying your home, you're clearing mental space. Studies have shown that people who live in organized environments have lower stress levels, better focus, and improved sleep quality. When your surroundings are calm, your nervous system relaxes. Your brain no longer wastes energy scanning for disorder or unfinished tasks. You begin to feel lighter, more in control, and surprisingly more optimistic. That mental clarity has a direct link to your longevity because the body and mind are deeply connected. When your thoughts are calm, your blood pressure stabilizes, your breathing slows, and your body moves into a state of healing rather than survival. Decluttering also encourages mindfulness, which is another longevity booster. When you sort through items, deciding what to keep and what to let go of, you're forced to be present. You reconnect with your environment and reflect on what truly matters in your life. That mindfulness not only helps you stay grounded, but also strengthens memory and emotional awareness. It's like exercise for the brain, gently sharpening focus while providing emotional release. Seniors often report feeling an emotional lightness after decluttering because it allows them to symbolically release old chapters of their lives and embrace the present moment with a clear, peaceful heart. On a physical level, reducing clutter also improves air quality and movement safety, both of which affect health directly. Dust that collects on piles of unused items can trigger allergies and respiratory issues, while tripping hazards increase the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury among older adults. A decluttered home means a safer home, where movement is effortless and every item has a purpose. The act of cleaning and organizing itself also keeps the body active, promoting gentle physical movement that improves circulation and flexibility. Ultimately, decluttering transforms more than just your environment. It transforms your energy. It's the process of releasing what no longer serves your well-being and creating space for clarity, relaxation, and joy to take root. Each drawer you organize and each old paper you discard sends a powerful message to your mind and body that you are choosing peace over chaos, simplicity over stress, and life over stagnation. The less clutter you have, the more room you make for calm, creativity, and longevity to flourish in your everyday life. Emotional and relationship clutter can be far more damaging to our health and longevity than any physical mess around the house. While a crowded room can make us feel uneasy, a crowded heart can slowly wear us down from the inside. For seniors, this kind of clutter often builds up quietly over the years. Unresolved conflicts, guilt, resentment, or relationships that no longer bring peace but are hard to let go of. Every negative interaction, every unspoken grudge, and every lingering feeling of regret adds emotional weight that the body ends up carrying. When the heart and mind are full of emotional baggage, it triggers stress responses that can weaken the immune system, raise blood pressure, and contribute to inflammation, all of which accelerate aging. Toxic relationships, in particular, drain life energy. They can cause constant tension and emotional fatigue that leave you feeling heavy and unsettled. You might find yourself replaying old arguments in your head or dreading interactions that once brought you joy. Over time, this kind of emotional turmoil can disrupt sleep, increase anxiety, and even affect your digestion and cardiovascular health. Studies consistently show that seniors with strong, positive social ties live longer and healthier lives, while those surrounded by negativity or isolation are more likely to experience physical decline. Choosing peace in your relationships isn't selfish, it's essential for longevity. It's about recognizing that you deserve to be surrounded by kindness, respect, and support, especially in the later years of life. Letting go of emotional clutter also means releasing guilt and regret that serve no purpose other than to keep you anchored in the past. It's common for seniors to look back and wish they had made different choices, said kinder words, or taken more chances. But carrying those thoughts daily is like dragging an invisible anchor. It slows your spirit and dims your joy. The truth is, no one can change the past, but everyone can change the way they relate to it. Forgiveness is a form of decluttering too. Forgiving yourself or others doesn't erase what happened. It releases the emotional burden tied to it. It's about freeing yourself from replaying pain over and over so that your heart can rest and your energy can flow forward instead of backward. When you begin clearing away emotional and relational clutter, you make space for happiness, peace, and connection to thrive. The people you choose to spend time with start to matter more, and you begin to feel lighter emotionally. You sleep better, laugh more easily, and wake up with a sense of calm. Even your body responds. Your muscles relax, your breathing deepens, and your overall sense of well-being improves. That's because emotions are not separate from your physical health. They are deeply intertwined. A peaceful mind signals the body to heal, while constant tension tells it to defend itself. Decluttering your emotional world is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It's an act of love that restores balance and gives your heart the freedom to beat without the weight of the past or the noise of negativity. When you surround yourself with kindness, nurture forgiveness, and choose serenity over chaos, you not only live longer, you live better, lighter, and with a sense of harmony that keeps your soul young no matter your age. A safe, simple, and open living environment does more than make a home look neat. It actually shapes how your body and mind function every single day. As we age, our surroundings play a huge role in how we move, think, and feel. A cluttered space creates constant visual and mental noise, subtly increasing stress levels without us even realizing it. Every pile of papers, extra chair, or random object scattered across the floor sends small signals of chaos to the brain. Over time, this background stress can make it harder to relax, focus, and even sleep well. When you begin to clear the excess and create open spaces, you instantly feel the difference. The mind calms down, your breathing deepens, and the body relaxes into a more natural rhythm. It's not just about aesthetics. It's about creating an environment that supports longevity by encouraging peace and safety. For seniors, safety is one of the most important aspects of healthy living. Excess furniture, loose rugs, or stacks of belongings may not seem like much, but they can quickly become hazards. The fear of tripping or falling often makes people move more cautiously, which leads to stiffness and reduced mobility over time. A simplified space invites movement. When pathways are clear and furniture is arranged thoughtfully, your body can move freely and confidently. Each step feels secure, and that security translates into physical strength and balance. Decluttering in this way helps you stay active and independent, which is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. The freedom to move easily through your home without anxiety allows you to engage more fully in daily activities that keep the mind and body strong. There's also a deeper psychological effect to simplifying your living space. When you remove unnecessary objects and organize what remains, you create a sense of control and clarity. This has been shown to improve mental health and lower stress hormones. You no longer wake up to chaos, but to calmness. Your mind doesn't have to process dozens of unnecessary details before you can start your day. This mental clarity enhances focus, improves memory, and even supports emotional stability. You become more mindful of your surroundings and more present in your own life. Living in a space that feels light and open allows you to think clearly, make better decisions, and maintain a positive outlook. Qualities that directly contribute to a longer, healthier life. Beyond that, a simplified environment also encourages a more peaceful connection to your belongings. When you keep only what's meaningful or useful, you begin to value each item more deeply. You stop accumulating out of habit and start living with intention. This mindset shift reduces the constant craving for more, which brings emotional satisfaction and gratitude for what you already have. Gratitude, in turn, has been linked to lower levels of inflammation, better heart health, and a longer lifespan. So by decluttering your physical space, you're also cultivating a sense of inner peace and appreciation that radiates through your entire life. A safe, open home is not just a reflection of cleanliness, it's a foundation for well-being. It invites energy, positivity, and relaxation. It allows you to move, breathe, and live more freely. It transforms your living space into a sanctuary that nourishes the body, soothes the mind, and helps you age gracefully with confidence and calm. Decluttering your habits and self-doubt can completely transform how you experience aging and longevity. Many people carry habits that once brought comfort but now quietly drain energy and vitality. It might be staying up too late watching television, skipping breakfast, relying on processed foods, or spending long hours sitting instead of moving. These habits seem harmless at first, but they slowly erode your physical and mental well-being. As we grow older, the body becomes more sensitive to what we feed it, how we rest it, and how often we move it. Letting go of old patterns that no longer serve your health is a powerful form of decluttering because it clears the invisible clutter within your daily routine. Every time you replace a habit that holds you back with one that supports your body, you reclaim energy, focus, and strength. Starting small makes all the difference. Replace one unhelpful habit at a time with a healthier alternative. If you often stay seated for hours, try standing and stretching for a few minutes every hour. If your meals are filled with packaged snacks, start adding fresh fruits or vegetables instead. These simple shifts build momentum, and soon they reshape your lifestyle completely. The key is to understand that healthy routines don't need to be drastic, they just need to be consistent. Over time, your body responds with gratitude. You'll sleep better, feel lighter, and wake up with more motivation. It's not about perfection, but about progress, and each change you make becomes a quiet investment in your longevity. Then comes self-doubt, the emotional clutter that limits growth even more than bad habits do. Many seniors convince themselves that it's too late to learn something new or to make meaningful changes. Thoughts like, "I can't do this anymore," or "that phase of my life is over," slowly weaken the spirit. But the truth is, the mind and body are capable of growth and adaptation at any age. Science has shown that neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, continues throughout life. The only thing that limits it is belief. When you let go of self-doubt and start believing in your capacity to learn, move, and thrive, your brain literally responds by rewiring itself for possibility. Replacing self-doubt with self-trust breathes life into your days. You start trying things you once avoided, taking walks you thought were too long, or reconnecting with hobbies you had set aside. Every step reinforces confidence, and confidence is directly tied to vitality. People who believe in their ability to stay active, social, and curious live longer and report higher happiness levels. Confidence boosts motivation to take care of yourself, to eat better, to move more, and to stay mentally engaged. It becomes a self-feeding cycle of positivity and resilience. Decluttering unhealthy habits and self-doubt is about reclaiming your power. It's about choosing to nurture your body and mind with intention and compassion. You are never too old to change, and each time you release a habit or a thought that limits you, you make room for new energy and possibilities. When you fill your days with self-belief, movement, and mindfulness, you not only extend your life but enrich it with meaning, strength, and joy. Letting go of the past is one of the most freeing and healing steps anyone can take, especially in the later stages of life. As the years pass, it's natural to collect mementos, photos, gifts, and keepsakes that hold precious memories. These items tell the story of your life, but when they start filling every shelf, drawer, and corner, they can quietly trap you in yesterday. The goal isn't to erase your history, but to curate it, keeping only what truly warms your heart and letting go of what no longer brings joy. When every corner of your home is filled with reminders of the past, it leaves little room for new experiences to enter. By decluttering sentimental possessions, you open both physical and emotional space for new beginnings, new connections, and fresh moments of happiness. Memories live in your heart, not in the number of objects you own. Holding on to every item for fear of losing the memory attached to it can become an emotional burden. It can weigh you down and make it harder to live in the present. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means trusting that your most meaningful moments are already a part of you. When you sort through old belongings and choose a few to keep, you give each one more meaning and respect. Creating a small box or album of cherished memories can be far more comforting than living in a house overflowing with things that serve as constant reminders of what has passed. You begin to shift your focus from what was to what still can be. This process also has a profound effect on your emotional and mental health. Clinging to the past often carries subtle feelings of loss, nostalgia, or regret. When you begin to release items that trigger those emotions, you allow yourself to make peace with your journey. You start to see your life not as something that's ending, but as something still unfolding. The present moment becomes more vibrant, more alive. You become more aware of the beauty in small, everyday experiences, the taste of your morning tea, the laughter of a loved one, the sound of birds outside your window. That awareness is the foundation of longevity because it keeps your heart active and your mind engaged. Letting go of the past also makes room for renewal. It opens your spirit to growth and change, even in your later years. You might find yourself inspired to try something new, a class, a trip, a new friendship, or even a simple hobby you never had time for before. By freeing yourself from emotional attachment to what used to be, you give yourself permission to fully embrace what's yet to come. It's like clearing a garden of old roots so that fresh flowers can bloom. Decluttering the past doesn't mean rejecting it. It means honoring it with gratitude while choosing to live forward. Every time you release an object or memory that no longer serves you, you lighten your emotional load and strengthen your connection to the present. And it's in that present moment, clear, open, and full of possibility, that true vitality exists. The people who live the longest and happiest lives are often those who carry their memories in their hearts, not their shelves. They understand that life is still happening now and that the best way to honor the past is to keep creating new reasons to smile today.